We're live.
Hi, we're live. Welcome to the show.
Been a hard day.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to get into too many details here.
Right on, right on.
Especially these kids make it hard sometimes. Very hard. So I'm going to use a non-photo blue pencil today.
All right.
That's for anyone that knows much about comics. This is a blue pencil that you draw with because back in the old days when you put it on a copier, the blue wouldn't show up.
Uh-huh.
So often you sketch with the blue and then you come in with the pencil, or some people just go straight to inks. I haven't sketched with a blue pencil like this. I have, but not like this particular pencil.
Right on.
So tonight's Cthulhu, I did get a couple of running pictures. I'm going to put two reference pictures together. Not really going to show them because it really don't matter much. And what I'm trying to do is actually get the forms down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bing, bing, bing,
I don't
bing.
know if you'll actually be able to see me drawing with a blue pencil.
No, not really.
Well, it's really light at the moment anyway.
Well, you might want to shrink me up. So,
There's that.
mm,
I don't really want to.
right, but that's okay. I'm still here.
Taking a few measurements of proportion.
All right.
It's not a super huge deal with proportion at this stage.
Right on.
Can you see the blue? You probably can't.
No, I can't. I mean, I can barely see it if I squint, but
Yeah, it's kind of what it's meant to be. It's something that you're not really paying much attention to.
right.
You're supposed to pay attention to the overall. It really gives you construction lines. That's kind of the point here.
Right.
I'm not going to stay exactly true to anything. I guess the closest thing I'm going to stay true to is the angles. So this is how you draw without committing lines. you commit the lines afterwards. Normally, I'm not doing really dark lines or dark shades with the blue pencil. It's just kind of laying out the shape.
Right on.
I don't know, but I may end up having two different drawings because the octopus that I've chosen for the head this time.
Yeah, I saw that. I think you sent me it on my phone.
Yeah, well, what I did was send it to you so that I could print it off of my phone because when I hunt these pictures down, I hunt them down on my laptop,
Uh huh.
but I can't print them from my laptop. And it's really weird. I think because Amanda was the first one to hook the laptop up to her phone,
Uh huh.
it thinks it's hers.
Ah, all right. I see.
So I have to print it off. I can't, like, the system doesn't want to let me download that stuff on my laptop, and I don't know if it was because at the time my laptop was doing Windows 10. I didn't want to upgrade to 11.
Right on.
And I think now it's kind of had to upgrade.
Hmm. Bam, bam.
No, I get your hint.
What's up?
I get your hint. Joe's here. Hey,
Hi, everybody. What's happening, Joe? Same old shit, different toilet. Yes, kidding.
what the hell is that?
Ow. Oh, that hurt. Joe heard that too. He's like, I hear that. Yeah. Well, he might be talking about something else. The thing I said before, but you know. Yeah. Man, work was so dead today, man.
What's that?
Excuse me. I said work was dead as hell today. I went in early. I thought I had to be there fucking 9 o'clock. Didn't have to be there till 10.
So you went in extra early. This should look good on your permanent record.
Yeah. True. Yeah, I saved their asses yesterday too because their new dishwasher never showed up. So I was there all day yesterday by myself. And it's like everybody in town came to eat yesterday.
That's usually how it works, right?
Huh?
That's usually how it works.
Right on. Yeah, but I'm a survivor, so, you know.
You see this yet? Am I embarrassing myself yet?
Not yet. We'll give it time, man. Just kidding. Boom, boom, boom. Ow.
Yeah, I decided not to do the beak.
All right.
And the reason that I decided not to do the beak is because I did some research, looked up a lot of pictures, specifically looking up the beak,
All right.
and you really can't see it. Like if they open their tentacles because they're going after something, the beak doesn't stand out prominently.
Yeah.
It's like an inning until it's an outie.
Right. All right. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm going to change this a little bit from the reference because
Oh, shit.
so I really don't want to. I want to focus on Cthulhu, but not focus on Cthulhu this time. Focus is going to be on the reaction to Cthulhu.
Right.
The title is Unleashing Madness, right? Madness Unleashed. So, I'm not even going to see much of him beyond the torso and just enough of the arms to see their arms, and probably Probably wings, you know.
Right on.
But in all actuality, I'm gonna do some water splashing, which is something a little bit different. It's actually one of the reasons I chose the references I did is because it had a really good water splash.
Right on.
And I wasn't looking for a water splash. I was looking for the torso to look like it was rising up out of the depths,
Okay.
or rising up. I found several pictures that would be good, but this one stood out to me because he's like kneeling in a puddle, splashing stuff up.
Right. Very cool.
That and the squid head's the most important. Well, octopus head's the most important thing, right?
Right.
So the body's in there. You can see it's kind of loosely in there.
Yeah. I can see it now.
I didn't want to do overly much before I put the octopus head in. Or at least the octopus mount. I decided this time, might show as ours, but as far as the suction cups go, a lot of them in this reference picture kind of look just like lighter colored circles receiving.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that. Because I think it'd be really cool to have him so far in the distance.
Right. Kind of like the Cloverfield deal.
Yeah, kind of. And Cloverfield's an homage to MC Wyeth. He did a giant that was walking away and the clouds were cutting through him and stuff. MC Wyeth was doing like Robin Hood and Ivanhoe and all the kind of swashbuckling adventure stories.
Right on.
And obviously he did much more than that, but he was one of the guys that was common in like Saturday Evening Post, and they sought him for books. And
got it. Mm-hmm. Earthquake. Not really.
was that?
I was moving my camera. I was like, earthquake. Oh. Just me being me. That's all. Mm-hmm.
I missed any comedy, and I could probably use comedy today.
Mm. Well, I'll see what I can do. No pressure.
Right, don't fall a vein or whatever or something.
Pardon me?
Don't explode a vein over it, you know.
Oh, okay.
There's no big
I don't
deal.
know why, but it sounded like you said don't swallow. I was like, what? Yeah, exactly.
What?
Like, what? Don't swallow. What the hell is he talking about?
I would never say that.
Spit no man.
I'm never like, hey, spit.
Hey, it's already in your mouth, but just go ahead and spit it out. We're talking about soda.
Huh?
I said we're talking about soda.
Yeah.
Yeah, soda, yeah.
Yeah, see?
Cream soda. Yeah. No.
Kind of lose part of the chest. Necessary evil.
Don't spend too much time around his nipples. I wonder if
You
there's
have nipples? Can you milk those three?
I wonder if there's a female Cthulhu, man.
You know, I actually thought about doing that.
Does that mean if not?
That's something I hadn't discussed with my patron.
Right on.
So, I wouldn't be, putting that out there until I did.
Right on.
But yeah, I definitely thought about that today, and I was like, I don't think anyone's ever done a female Cthulhu.
I think that'd be pretty cool, dude.
I think the closest to a female Cthulhu you're going to find is Medusa.
Mm.
Which I'd love to do as a representation too, because most people represent Medusa as ugly, but I don't think she is. I think it's the opposite way around.
No, she was beautiful. That's why. That's why she got turned the way she was. It didn't turn her ugly. It just every man she gazed upon turned to stone.
Right.
Gazed upon her.
But people have been for a long time finding that as ugly, you know?
Well, that's because, oh, she got snakes for hair. She must be nasty. Oh, she must be ugly. Okay. I think she's
That's
having
two sisters. Do you know that? They're all Gorgons.
Right. It's like, how the hell else is she going to get all these men to gaze upon her and turn to stone if she was ugly? You know? I mean, she'd have to be attractive to catch their gaze, right?
You know, I think that she would be attractive to catch Zeus's gaze or whoever of the god is that she's supposed to attract their gaze.
Right on.
Which is why she got turned the way she is, which is really weird because if you think about the story, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. She's one of the characters that the gods, certain gods attempted to seduce, but she turned them down.
Right.
And the thing that's weird about it is that it was one of the gods' wives, like Zeus and Hera or whatever, that turned her into that for turning the god down, even though, you know,
right? It's like, oh, what? My husband ain't good enough to cheat on me with you? Well, here. I always thought it was kind of weird, though. I mean, yeah, okay, she was so attractive, so let's make it to where when she looks at you, you get hard. Wasn't that what she was doing in the first place? I mean, maybe not exactly the same.
But actually leads me to wonder if Gorgons are snake-headed, which is how they're represented. Because why would her sisters be snake-headed? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Unless she was already a pretty snake-headed girl, they just turned her gaze so that her gaze turned guys to stone. You know what I mean?
True.
So contemplating on whether she was snake-headed before or after, because it would seem like that's not really relevant in the whole overall scheme.
Right on. Very interesting. I don't know. I've never dove into it far enough to break it all down. I don't know. I was always like, okay, yeah, that's a good story. That's kind of cool. Okay, but it was nothing but that, you know. I wasn't like, oh, ancient scholars, and I'm going to trick into this. And
I break down stories.
yeah.
That's kind of part of what I do.
Yeah. True. I color pictures in coloring books. Oh, what's up, girl? No, I'm not taking you out. You can forget about it. No. Get your ass up on the bed or go out in the room. I just got started. I'm busy, I'm sorry. I will pet you. I will give you love. But I'm not going anywhere. My ass is in this chair. She's like, yeah, right, bitch. Damn. I sure am cursing a lot tonight. Sorry, YouTube. I apologize. I should be spanked.
Kind of really hard to place this eye because the reference for the guy is bent down,
Yeah.
but the reference for the octopus is not. I think this might be. What?
What do you want? I'll beat you up. You hear this shit?
I think that dog's in love with you.
Yeah, man. She's like, pay attention to me. You never pay attention to me anymore.
What you thinking now?
I think that's all it is, though. She wants attention. Every time we come in the room, she thinks it's time to go to bed, and I should be up in the bed. I wish I had a girlfriend like that. So we can lay there and talk, you know. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing. I ate so much tonight. Well, I really didn't, but damn, it got on my stomach like a lead brick. Tacos. I love tacos.
Or what?
What's up?
See why?
Eli, what's up, man? Oh, I'm sorry, you got your headphones on, man.
I don't.
Oh, all right. I'll bring it in. Yeah. It's waking up early shit for the birds, man. I'm not used to it no more.
So I don't think there's any way you're gonna see all eight tentacles.
Right.
But there's gonna be a splash coming up, so
Right. There's a big thing. This is Cthulhu after he joined the Blue Man Group.
I'm kind of saying you started it. Considering how old Cthulhu is,
Right on.
or is supposed to be.
Except for he bangs on people. What sound does this person make if I bang on him? Hey, it's music. Ow, 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 ow. Ah.
I wasn't going to put all this shadow detail in, but
You're an overachiever, man. That's all.
well, this is the fun part.
Right on.
I did. I made a little fire. A little bug. Oh, well, yeah, I don't want to fire inside. So, come off. You know, class. What are you doing? Okay.
We're in the back of the movie. Hi, I'm gonna go to Coach to try to see what's happening.
Two, three, four. Not worried about finishing these off because the wave's going to come from about right here.
Right on.
This is me indicating wave. Even though it looks like bluegrass.
Bluegrass. Man, that's nice.
I kind of feel the same over here.
You shouldn't leave this muggy. Holy shit.
What's that?
I said you shouldn't leave this muggy. Holy shit. Wow. Oh. Yeah. Chat is very quiet. Very quiet indeed. Interact with us. We're starved for attention.
What do you mean an AC, bud?
What's that, a pencil shoving? What's up, Brett? Don't work too hard, man.
Gotta make sure my AC is kicking because I'm starting to melt a little.
When things hurt, when they drop on your feet, trust me.
I did get a tentacle in there. But I'm not worried about showing them all because you may not be able to see them all. The big
Right.
thing is there's a spread that I really liked, so I may end up doing a separate drawing of that octopus and fitting it together.
All right.
That's the pencil sharpener that way of driving was.
Yeah, I was wondering. What? Breaking out the power tools. That's what it was. Yeah.
You know, if I do a separate drawing, I'm not going to do it on here. I'm just going to do a separate drawing and then white box them together and
All right.
then go and enlarge them and then I'll show everybody. The point is the painting in the end anyway.
Right on.
This isn't the first time we've gone through this process. So.
Nope.
And I said last time, I didn't think I was going to do that every little bit again on camera. So mainly because I don't want to wait if I see something that needs to be done.
Right on. Good Lord. Good Lord. Little Debbie.
I really seriously considered just doing the whole drooping tentacles thing because there's a kind of dramatic look, like somebody rising up just about ready to kick your ass, you know,
Right on.
like a martial arts flick when they get up and start the ass kicking.
Yep.
So I'm really drawn between that and this, and I still am a little bit.
Yeah. Can't stop yawning. I'm sorry, dude. Crazy.
something often forgotten when people draw.
What's it?
I said this is something that's often forgotten when people draw. Like they'll draw somebody bent over or hunched over, and they won't do that side wrinkled because they want to show the build, because they like the rib cage or they like whatever. But
Right.
it just keeps you one step from being realistic.
Right on. Cutest thing in the world, man. I rode my bike. I was coming in from work. I get to the porch and we got a nest right there under the awning in the carport. And I see 3 birds and I'm like, what? They're teaching
I'm glad
babies-
you elucidated, because I'm like, is it a snake's nest, a viper's nest?
No. They're teaching the babies how to fly, and it was cool. 'Cause the baby kept like coming up and like bumping into me and looking at me like, "What the hell?" I'd be like, "Yeah, all right." Just sitting there watching these little birds learning to fly and shit. Cool. Made my day, man.
Thinking that you were glad I wasn't there so that I didn't kill him.
Nah.
Kill him with kindness.
With kindness. I love you, cute little birdie. I was being nice.
My brother was being nice.
Then Izzy came outside and fucking the bird flew off to the side and hit the trash can and kind of went down. So she goes running over there. I'm like, you better get your ass over there. Get your ass over there. I don't think she would have heard it, but I didn't want to take that chance. So, I would have felt like shit.
Like our cat will hear a sound. Looks like it wants to go investigate or wants to go attack a bird or whatever, but he's a fucking coward.
Right.
You open the door and he don't even step out. He just looks at us and runs away.
Right. I was only kidding, guys. Really?
The most he's made is out to the porch.
One of those
He's
cats.
a freaking coward.
You gotta open the door and toss him on the grass, see what he does. Probably come back. Yeah.
So if I take a step towards him, he bolts
Yeah.
like I'm gonna hit him.
Oh, wow.
But yet he sits in my seat, lays at my feet. He wants me to pet him. He'll come up meowing and just driving me fucking batty.
Wow.
But I guess I'm gonna have to attack this with a darker pencil, otherwise I'm not done. One is a straight.
Hold on. You go get the dog real quick. I shall return.
Didn't you just say you weren't going to do that?
Well, you know, that was then. But now she's
Well,
like,
we all knew it was bullshit.
well, you know. She's got me in her power, man. What's that, Joe? All right, man. I'll be right back. Right back. It shan't be long. Y'all keep him company, man. Uh-oh. That's no good. He is fudging up the picture of the Witcher. Or Witch Hunter. My bad. Bad joke. Alright, I'll be back, guys.
Is it a particular witch hunter? Like a witch finder general? Or... I guess I don't know who that is. I'll have to look it up. Oh, well, I just may have to. You may have to DM me his name in Discord. I'll just do a search from it. And I'm always looking for new artists to check out. Thanks to you again. Oh, okay. So he's a regular. I guess I'll be looking up the other artists too. as far as the writing goes. If you have sample scripts or something. I don't have the mic hooked up, so it's my laptop, which is off to the side. Can you hear me now? Maybe the volume needs to be turned up. How's that? Is that better? I just basically asked if you had sample scripts. And if he's hiring artists, you think he'd want to have something out there that they could practice with. Are you mean locally? Is he a local guy? Did I miss that already? You said it was a local guy. I might have. It's a rough day in my house. So my room is a little bit fried. And that's a local for me. So yeah, let's do that. Clipboard was made for me by an apprentice. And I was supposed to do tattoo flash, which is 11 by 14. But since it's homemade, it's kind of crap. I appreciate it, but it's got splinters on the edges and stuff like that. So have to keep turning it.
Hey. Hi, I'm back. Yay. Hooray me. So what's up?
What's up?
Yeah. Sorry about that. I had to chase the dog around because I didn't know what the fuck she was. For being so old, she sure is fucking quick, man. Turn the head for 5 seconds, bam, she gone.
Brad, have you watched Deadwood?
What did you say?
Yes, Brad, if you watched Deadwood.
You kind of sound like you're underwater.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I guess it's the mic or feedback or something.
Nah.
I wasn't counting on talking very much.
All right. You need to fire your sound crew, man. Okay.
Well, that would be me, so I guess that's fire me.
No, not you, man. Brett said Deadwood. I saw Deadwood.
What do you think?
But not the movie they did. Okay. You didn't see the movie they did.
I didn't see the movie they did either. I've got the first 2 seasons, and I'm working my way through the first one. I keep hearing how great the writing is, and I'm just wondering how other people who saw it feel.
The show was amazing and ended way too abruptly. Did you hear the response?
Just, it seems like that show's an excuse to say cocksucker. Because Ian McShane says that, like, every third word, or sometimes 2 words in a row. It kind of felt, so far, I mean, I'm not through the first season yet, but kind of feels so far like what they did with Game of Thrones, where it was basically a fantasy version of killing and sex.
He said, LOL, yeah, they cursed a lot.
A lot.
A lot.
Which, I don't know if you realize it, but in the Old West they really didn't. So, to say fuck, that was like a huge thing back then. You see it in Leather's home, like most Westerns, most people that read Westerns are not a fan of cursing in Westerns. They're not a fan of it at all. Some of them have actually written in and complained because, like, Louis L'Amour actually studied people's letters.
Yeah.
When he wrote the Saggets and all that, he was writing from truth. And these guys were cattle ranchers, and they were Civil War survivors, and they rarely use that kind of language.
All right.
When they did, there was a huge effect. You know, it got a huge effect.
Right, right.
They wouldn't use cocksucker every 10 minutes. Let alone every other word. So I find that kind of inauthentic. And I know it's supposed to be giving you the feeling that there's no law, there's lawlessness and whatever, but a lot of the lawlessness that happened in the West didn't happen because it was impolite. A lot of it happened because it was just abuse. Like the James family, they started not because they were against the system or whatever. It was because they had their mom disabused, they had family disabused. They weren't cursing,
Right.
but they were killing. But yeah, it's kind of a rarity for them to use actually impolite terms. Even the people that were unlearned, they weren't like vulgar all the time.
Hmm.
And like that show was very much like Game of Thrones in the fact that it's pretty much all time period sex and violence so far.
Right.
Like they say that word a lot, and there's prostitutes that I guess as we progress, there's a little bit less prostitution in the prostitutes, but kind of seemed like it was an excuse to show naked women. Not that I'm, opposed to that, but it's the same thing as when we were talking about putting gay or whatever in a comic book. There has to be a reason, not just for the hell of it, not for its own sake. The same thing there.
Right.
A lot of it seemed like they were showing nudity or half nudity or whatever for its own sake. Almost feels like they wanted to start off with a shock jock atmosphere and then kind of work their way away from that a little bit.
Right.
But honestly, I'm only into 6 episodes or something like that in the first season.
Hmm.
What exciting happened to you?
Not a damn.
Filling in for people at work.
What's that?
Besides filling in for people at work.
That's about it. Woo! The life I lead, I tell you. If it was a movie, I would stay home and save my money. I wouldn't even watch
Well,
my
it's not a
TV.
movie. I know you're staying home and saving your money.
Well, I ain't got no money to save, but you know, I guess. The fun we had.
You see what's going on now?
What's that?
Can you see what's going on now?
Yes, I can. I'm sorry, that underwater sound is kind of making it hard to understand it.
I can't hear the underwater sound, so I turned the volume up already.
Right on.
It seems like I have to speak louder for anybody to really hear what I'm saying. But you know what happens when I speak loud?
Yep. Yes, I do. Random question. If you guys know much about the painting of liberty leading the people by Eugene Delacroix? I'm sorry. That would be more of a you question.
See that cool little thing I just did?
Yeah, that's pretty groovy, man. Wow. It's almost like
I don't really know what that is off the top of my head. Liberty leading the people.
well, let's look it up, shall we? Bam, bam.
Let's see. Well, there's a bunch of things that popped up, but I'm sure this is the one you're talking about. Huh.
Oh, all right. The chick holding the French flag.
No, I'm looking at it.
Oh,
It's a red flag, though, not a French flag. It might supposed to be a French flag. The picture I see, it almost looks like it's in the Boston Museum. Yeah, I don't know much about it at all. When I get to the Boston Museum, that's all I do is stare. French flag and a mustache. The picture that I'm seeing, actually, when I pull it up, it's just a red flag. And I'm looking at it in a museum too. I don't see any colors other than red.
oh, I see.
Oh yeah, no, I do. It's at the top.
Yeah.
It actually runs a little bit off the top, which is what was confusing me, I guess.
Yeah, this is a red, white, and blue flag. You're right.
I didn't recognize.
Yeah, you kind of got to zoom in on it if you're on your phone.
Yeah, I'm not on my phone, but I can't do a deep dive in be here to draw and finish this up in any amount of time. So
Right on, man. I
I
can do
do
it.
not. Yeah, it's a new one on me. I might know a little bit about it if you refresh my memory or something like that, because I have such an extensive file of artists.
Right.
I
This is,
literally had to get an external hard drive to empty out files off my computer so it would run right.
it says commemorating the July Revolution of 1830, which toppled King Charles.
1830.
That's what it says.
King Charles.
Romanticism period.
That's really, really weird because I want to say Lafayette. If you're talking about the French Revolution,
It says July Revolution, Marianne, and French people.
because when they overthrew 1789, when they overthrew
Oh, maybe they
Bastille,
just like boobs. I like boobs.
oh,
Now I was
Well-
wondering if there was a reason she had her boobs out.
freedom.
Does it represent
Just
nourishment?
yes. Yeah, could be either one.
I don't know.
I was saying, go in 1789 they tore down Bastille, and Bastille was the big prison in France. They actually sent the key to that prison to George Washington because Lafayette, who had served as aide-de-camp under Washington in the Revolution, got inspired for the French Revolution from that.
Huh.
So, if there's a letter, you can look at it, look it up on mountvernon.com or something like that, or look up the key to Bastille.
Yeah.
And he wrote Washington a letter basically saying that he was his father-in-this of sorts, a stepfather or something. And they became his general. He had like a couple of different descriptions. But yeah, it was really interesting. So the year and like, I'm wondering if that's a depiction of something else, because Napoleon was pretty much terrorizing everybody in the early 1800s.
All right.
After 1798, when he basically had overthrown the aristocracy, and when they chopped off so many heads, or at least I would say so much head.
Very cool. Brett,
And
thinking about a story setting based on a Statue of Liberty type statue, but that painting is has a much more dynamic pose. You're gonna swap
dynamic,
pieces up,
yeah, that's
but I'm definitely using it as inspiration.
that's a what?
An inspiration piece.
Oh yeah. So here's the odd thing. I knew that little tidbit about the key of Bastille because I just happened to start a short story that's planned to be under 2,000 or under words. using the key to vast field.
Ah,
Actually, not even the real key. It's a paperweight that they sell at Mount Vernon.
huh.
But yeah, so I know that interesting tidbit because I was just doing my own research for my own story.
Really? Bam, 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 bam. Joe says, all right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. Thanks for the stream. Have a good night. You too, Joe, man. Take it easy.
Thanks for
Don't let
showing
that
up.
picture drive you crazy.
Thanks for showing up.
Yeah,
Hopefully
man.
that picture works out smoothly for you.
Peace, man. Hang loose.
I actually got most of it on this page.
Hi.
Yeah, kind of. I always feel awkward about the octopus head because it's really like if you look at an octopus's head, it looks like what's that comedian W.C. Fields' nose or some shit? Like it's all.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's gonna hang down his back, so it's really weird just to think where have I got to put this.
Mm.
I want to make it feel like it's really in where it's supposed to go.
Right on.
In this case, its head's leaning down, or body's leaning down. I'm kind of forgiving myself a little bit because an octopus is such a fluid creature.
Hey, I can hear you again. You don't sound like you're underwater anymore.
Maybe it was another person's mic. Sometimes that happens too.
Right on.
That's why I told you sometimes I have to put my headphones set on.
Right. Yeah. Good Lord. Great wiggly muggly. Not a sponsor. Oh, delicious. Yeah. Pardon me. I see you.
Popped up and saw Dan in person.
What happened?
I don't know if he's watching.
What happened?
I said I stopped up and saw Dan in person.
Oh, very good.
We took a ride. He
How was
was
he
about
doing?
miles away, so you know, it's
Right on.
not something I can do every day.
No, but it's cool you got to see him, man.
Yeah, he's feeling under the weather a little bit. So
Right on. Well, I wish him the best, man. I know it's got to be hard.
yeah, well, him and his wife have a sore throat and you know
Right,
symptoms of kind of flu type stuff going on, which doesn't make anything any easier.
Exactly.
And I guess like his kids haven't been visiting very often. Usually they were, and they were bringing the grandkids over, and he really liked that. So, but apparently they haven't been over in a little while. So, I was glad to be able to go up and visit for a little while.
Hell yeah, man. That's cool.
He's seen the Pope's Exorcist. He's highly
Wow.
recommending that.
Is it
Isn't
not
that one?
good?
What's that? Oh,
Not a good movie?
oh no, he's recommending it. He said it's been
Oh, all right.
a long time since a movie has met his expectations, let alone surpassed them, and that one
Oh,
did.
shit.
He said, like, if he had to categorize it, he categorized it as horror, but he felt like it was more than just horror
Right.
because it's based on a true story.
Okay. All right.
And you know Russell Crowe's in it, so you know it's got good acting.
Right on. Hey man, could you get rid of that thing underneath the picture, man?
That comment, you mean?
Yeah, Brett just said, why is my question still on the screen? Wow. Hey, man. Two great minds working together. Holy shit.
How about I put this one up for a while?
Hey, man. Does there really have to be a reason for boobs?
No, not really. That's one of the few things I'll accept without the cross.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't need a reason. Boobs are that.
Boobs equal happiness.
Right?
Unless they look like shoe socks filled with wet sand. And then it's like, yes. They stand firm.
Just those boobs need a little bit more support, that's all.
Well, yeah, but they just look really good in the bra. Then the bra comes off and they like unravel. It's kind of a turn off. It's like, damn. You know, if they want to go braless and they got to strap them bitches to their ankles, no, that's not.
In Maine, women don't have to wear bras or shirts.
Hooray! Yeah, but
It's not illegal for women to be topless in Maine at any point in time.
and it gets really cold up there too. That could be dangerous. My eyes! My eyes!
It's worth it.
Right. Remember how when you were a kid you would lick that frozen pole in the wintertime? My tongue is stuck. Well, you know. All right, TG, it's a family show. Yes, they could. In more ways than one.
Worth it. If I gotta go blind, that's the fucking way I want to go blind.
Right? But I want to see that shit coming.
There was a guy in Rockland who was just talking about it. Everybody called him Dirty Doug because he had an adult store.
Yeah.
He had this house right on the bay. and that house slid off into the bay. Like it had a mudslide, rock slide, went
Oh,
right
shit.
into the bay.
All right.
And I'm like, they said you only go blind.
Yeah.
Like, you were giving it to her.
Mm.
You were giving it to her a little bit hard.
Yeah, that road is too hard. Of epic proportion.
That's right.
Woohoo.
The master stayed there.
Amen. Y'all get your minds out of the gutter. That just means he's a really good fisherman.
Now,
Yeah.
all he has to do is open his drawers now.
Right.
And then his dresser.
Crack the window.
I meant his dresser drawers.
Mm. Boom. She's right. Wait, no. Yes.
I thought you were going to show up after work Saturday.
I tried, and when I came in, you were already gone. I didn't get out till late on Saturday.
Apparently.
Yeah. Well, I walked into the place, and it was a ghost crew from Ginkgo. So, yeah. It's just
What?
ignorance, man. But that's okay. I get paid for it.
You said you walked in and there was a what?
A ghost crew, man.
No,
It was
ghost
just-
food.
Yeah, it was like Steve Sandwich walking up in there.
You hear back from the other job?
The school,
Yeah.
yeah, they filled the position already.
Well, good thing that you went with that then, huh?
What's that?
I said, good thing that you went with that then, huh?
Yeah, I know. I'm glad I did. I wasn't like, no, I'm waiting for this job. Yeah. I've learned my lesson. Nothing's ever completely in the bag until you're there actually doing the work. It's all right, babe. I'm just glad to be working.
Hey, that's it.
Yep.
So, I'm kind of in that same boat. Like I'm fortunate. I can do stuff I really like to do.
Right on.
I'm not getting wealthy by any means, but I'm getting a lot of enjoyment and fulfillment out of what I'm doing. And that's something.
Right on. Yes. And shit. I came in at the right time because they offer benefits and shit now because they went corporate. Pretty happy about that.
What's that?
I said they offer benefits now, so I'm pretty happy about that.
That's great.
Yeah,
I'm glad that you're getting something.
right on. Yeah, man.
And I'm glad that you're happy about it too, because like that's something. I'm kind of picky about that kind of crap, and I'm glad you're not.
Well, I've been out of work for so long. It's like, damn, I need some kind of constant money coming in, and this is regular money, so,
Right. I'm sure you have fun at the job too.
Oh yeah.
That's just your natural state. So.
I fuck with everybody. I'm like, if they look grouchy, I got them smiling before I leave. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I could be having the shittiest day in the world, dude, but I'm gonna make you smile. You ain't gonna not smile. But I will make you laugh at least once. I think that is my purpose in life, actually.
There are worse purposes.
Yeah, I'm not complaining at all. Because I know what it feels like to feel like shit, man. I don't want other people feeling like that, man. No bullshit.
I'd rather feel like shit than be full of shit.
Yeehaw.
Now, what's interesting this time is I'm not going to do a lot of dark shadows.
Right on.
Well, that's misleading. So instead of black, the darker shadows are going to be toned to the greens or whatever of the background, the blue green.
Uh-huh.
So they're not gonna, it's not gonna fade to black because he's gonna be not as clear.
Right. Okay.
I think I'm gonna do enough of a contrast in the eye where you can see it. Standing out a little bit, but I want to make it feel more like a horror story in this one where it's the horror is far enough back where you can't really focus on it too much, just enough to know it's insane.
Right. No.
So while stuff is still going to fall away into shadow, the shadow is not going to be black, it's going to be like dark blue-green or whatever the color is.
Right. Well, see, true horror begins at the thing that you can just barely see. What the fuck is that? Holy shit. What is that?
Right, well, Lovecraft was known for not describing the horror, letting your mind fill in the blank. I mean, he did describe some horrors, but
Right on.
a lot of the horror he let your mind fill in the blanks because he knew your mind was going to do a worse job than he could.
Yeah, because your mind's a scary place. Dude. I mean, I know mine is. The unknown has always been scarier than the known to me.
Right. Kind of why I want to do a night gaunt because they're basically faceless, but how the faceless look.
Right. I mean, you put in.
I've got a couple of good ideas for how I want it to look, but
Right. But like I was saying, would you put indentions where the features are supposed to be, or?
yeah, because that's much more haunting, you know.
Right.
To know that there's supposed to be features there, but they're not,
Yeah.
other than to look like a pumpkin head or something like that.
Right.
Which, you know, that can be scary too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it would be much scarier knowing that they have a skull but no face.
Right.
And they're winged creatures too, so.
Dun, dun, dun. Mhm.
Part of the fun of doing paintings like this is that you can pick all these cool things out and not draw them all the way, just draw the stuff you like. Because you're going to fit them in together later on.
Right on.
Another cool little tidbit is that what color is this model?
Right,
Right?
right.
We're all the same.
Exactly.
So I think that's a cool little detail too, is that this model could be anybody of any color.
Right on.
And nobody can say, oh, it's not inclusive or whatever. You don't know if it was a black dude, white dude, Chinese dude, Mexican dude.
Mhm.
I know.
I know. But yeah, it's just a body. All human
Technically-
bodies.
Right now, it's a black and white picture, so
That's it.
not that it didn't have color at one time, but it's a body type. It's a this is not the same. What do I want to say? It's not the same mass as the last model.
Right.
The last model was a pretty big bodybuilder.
Right on.
This is more of an athlete.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really give anything away.
Right on.
And it's really not meant to, because if you feel the need to know whether or not the model is black or white, you're
It
missing the
shouldn't
point.
matter. Yeah,
Well,
it's,
you're missing the point.
exactly.
But there are a whole shitload of kick-ass bodybuilders. I'm talking about like Ronnie Coleman and my brain's drawn blank. The Metzgers, the David Draper, who was a white guy with blonde hair.
Right.
Jake Cutter's a white guy with blonde hair too. But Ronnie Coleman's pretty dark. Pretty massive.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he was champion bodybuilder several times over.
Right on.
Deservedly so. He's massive, badass. There's a guy named Samir who's fucking huge. I don't give a damn what color or race or whatever it is when I'm choosing my models. When I'm choosing my models, I look for the build and the expressive nature of their pose.
Right, right.
That's really what matters to me. I have a hard time, well, it's not a hard time, but it's not quick when I choose whoever is modeling for me or which model I'm going to use.
Yeah.
I go through hours and hours and hours of pictures, like staring at hours and hours and hours worth of stuff, because I want a specific look.
Right.
And this guy, oh yeah, this particular guy.
You have a good one, Brett. Catch you later, man.
Yep, take it easy.
Peace.
This particular model is in a very darkly lit setting in black and white.
Right.
If it wasn't in a black and white picture, he wouldn't appear so dark.
Right on.
Not that I'm saying anything about skin color, I'm just saying
Yeah,
the
yeah.
reason that it's so much darkness, so much shadowing in this picture is
Because
because
it's a dark black and white picture.
of the black and white picture, and because it's lit from the sides, not from the front. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Uh-huh.
So you're seeing the light on the side of his chest and the light on the side of his chest here. That's what's going on with that his abdomen right here too, is that you're seeing where the light's hitting on both sides of this ab.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, the edge of the line of the chest and the line of the abs can disappear because of the lighting. But I like that. It adds a certain amount of flavor to it, a certain amount of letting your mind fill in the blanks. I can see what it is that I'm drawing, and I know what the blanks are going to fill in.
Right, right. Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those things where it happens between an artist and his audience, where you wouldn't be looking like this unless I showed you like this.
Right.
And I think that is a very cool thing. Is it's an interaction between the artist and the viewer, whether I'm dead and it's like 200 years later, or right now, you're filling stuff in. You're seeing stuff that I'm not actually drawing. I'm leaving blanks for you to imagine,
Right.
but you're imagining it anyway. That's something. It's a form of communication. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
When I'm saying something, and what I'm saying is going to last for a very long time. Sometimes, like, when I'm illustrating, I'm not really too worried about that. I'm trying to tell a story, you know?
Right on.
But whenever I can, and I know I'm interacting with the viewer, it's really cool to know that I'm interacting with every viewer. Every viewer that's here now and every viewer that sees it in the future. It's a really cool thing to me.
Yeah, man. Because it's a story that keeps telling itself in different ways. It's all about perception. Wow.
Yeah, now.
Ouch. Oh, jeez. Holy cheese, man.
With
Yep. Exactly.
exactly.
Exactly. Tell them where they run, Bob.
Gotta
You
say it
won
with
an
your,
old car.
you
Yeah.
gotta say it with your teeth clenched like your English. Exactly.
Oh. Bam, bam. Bang, bang on. Bang, 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 bang. What are you doing? Oh man.
Yes.
Says we have 0 watchers. Well, now we have 1 because I'm on there. What kind of shit is that, man?
Yep, nobody wants watching.
I think I'll eat some more. Yeah. Wow.
What?
I said, wow.
No, what are you writing?
Oh, it's a bunch of emojis, but it's coming up as words. I don't know why. Oh, wait. We have another viewer. Never mind.
I'm gonna say they'll stumble away.
They ran away, man. Just as soon as I saw them, they disappeared.
No, it says one.
That's me.
That's you. You have a separate account.
I just started viewing. I think it goes by everybody who goes into chat or everybody who I don't know.
I think it goes by whoever's on YouTube.
Oh.
And one viewer is probably Dan. Who's not listening to our nonsense?
You know. At least it's there. It's the support we appreciate.
Yeah.
We're lonely.
I'm listening to Musashi now.
What's that?
I'm listening to Musashi now,
Oh,
the book.
right. Is it good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good.
It's an old book, but it's about Miyamoto Musashi. It's a historical fiction.
All right. Cool.
Kind of an answer to James Clavell's Shogun because they didn't feel that he westernized some of their beliefs, which is really the best way to put it.
Right on.
He wasn't actually trying to do harm, he was trying to bring some knowledge to Europe of Eastern traditions.
Yeah.
But he represented a love affair that would have never happened. Which I can see, them kind of saying, no, that's not right. That is making somebody that's very honorable dishonorable.
Right.
They have views, like, it's one of the cool things about James Clavell's work is that he introduces you to some of their concepts which we wouldn't think of in that way.
Uh-huh.
If they have a concept for harmony that we wouldn't, that's not our concept of harmony.
Okay.
Their harmony is harmony with, well, I don't know about nowadays, but in the 1500s, 1600s, their harmony was more about being at one with nature and your neighbors and whatever. So if you hung something that stank, that would be ruining their harmony,
Right. I got you.
and you could get killed for it.
Ooh.
Yeah, there wasn't really prison. It was just you're either not guilty or off with your head.
All right. Let's see there. I understand that.
Yeah, see, now you got 0 viewers.
Yeah, I said, here, we're going to have one again. Get back up here.
Yeah, we're pretty close to done anyway. I'm just tweaking stuff.
Right on.
All the information that I need is there already, and that's the real thing about doing these drawings for the underdrawing is to
Have the information.
What?
Have the information you need, right?
Yeah, I mean, you want the information for the light source, the information for the body shapes, how that turns, that kind of stuff.
Right. A general idea where you're going to put the shadows and shit like that.
Right.
All right.
And I've had that for a little while, but like I said, they're not going to be, they're going to be shadows, but it's not going to be as stark of shadows as I'm making it appear here. Which is why I'm not all that worried about it, how dark it comes out or whatever, because I want to make it look fluid enough where you're not really focusing on him. It's just the background thing, it's motion, it's his mouth's open not because he's attacking, his mouth's open because he's singing his song of madness,
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm going to cut it off here because it's about 11 o'clock and I've got all the information I need, and I basically did 2 drawings in one here.
Right on. Yeah, good.
Pretty much where it's at.
Very cool.
I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to enlarge this whole thing for a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just so that everyone can get a clear view. That's pretty much all you can see. There's a little bit up here where the tentacles
Right on.
kind of go like that. But that stuff is going to be not very clean,
Well,
I don't want you to pay attention to that stuff as much as what's going on in the foreground. Right, so I guess it's time to end the broadcast and say goodbye.
all right. Well, everybody showed up. Thank you for coming out. Everybody who's going to be showing up, thank you for showing up when you get here. Love you, sick and grease. Y'all love you. God bless. Thank you.
God bless you. We love you all.